Asante Sana, thank you very much. Alright everyone. Now the black rhinoceros can weigh up to 3,000 pounds, but have no natural predators out in the wild, except unfortunately humans will hunt them for their horns. See, their horns are made out of keratin, which is also found in your fingernails and nails. And it's actually been scientifically proven that there is no benefit of getting keratin this way. Some poachers literally hunt rhinos for no reason. It's actually very sad to say. Now if you look off to the left hand side, deep within these bushes, if you see those brownish looking animals, those are called bongos. Now bongos do have the nickname ghosts of the forest, because it was not until 1901 until the species was fully discovered. And if you also see these grayish looking animals right here, those are called greater kudu. Now greater kudu are the second largest antelope in the world, and they can grow up to heights of 55 inches tall. And if you notice that they have no horns on their head, that is because they are female greater kudu. Alright everyone, now we did just exit the Literary Forest, and next up in our safari adventure we'll be hitting the Safi River. Now one of the first things you want to notice here is any dark movement that may be lurking underwater, any bubbling that may be rising to the surface. Hippopotamus, so we're going to move forward and see if we can get a better view. And if you see these pelicans on the here, those are actually called pinkback pelicans. Now pinkback pelicans do get their name from the pinkback that they get during mating season. It's actually their skin, not their feathers, that'll turn pink. Now we're going to move up ahead and off to the left hand side. Hopefully we can see, and there goes that baby hippopotamus coming up for that food right there. Now the hippopotamus can hold their breath underwater for about 8 minutes until they have to come up for air. And when they dive, they actually walk or run across the bottom surface of that water. Now that baby hippo was the first to be born here on the reserve. He's about a year old. He was born back in January of 2018. Now coming up ahead of us toward the left hand side, you'll be seeing the Nile crocodile. Now the Nile crocodile can actually reach lengths of 16 up to 20 feet long. And they have a very, very powerful jaw. They will literally break the bones of their prey once they clamp down on them. Now they do eat small fish, but will eat anything unfortunate to cross their path. So you definitely want to make sure you stay out of their way. Alright everyone, so we did just exit the Safi River, and next up we'll be hitting that wide open savanna. Now a lot of things like to change here in the savanna area. The animals and the ecosystem definitely like to change. One of the first changes you'll notice about the savanna is coming up on the right hand side of us. It's called the baobab tree. Now the baobab tree can go up to 9 months without having any leaves. And because it spends the majority of its time without any leaves, it'll actually store water in its trunks. As you can see, it has the appearance of an upside down tree. And we have a beautiful overview of the savanna here. And we're going to go down there and hopefully make some African savanna friends. And it looks like I already see some of those African savanna animals out and about. So we're going to push forward and get a better view. And it looks like we have 2 different species of animals out and about together. Looks like they're enjoying a nice friendly meal side by side. On the right hand side, we'll be seeing the Nkoli cattle and the world's tallest animal, the giraffe. Now, Nkoli cattle have those long, massive horns. Those horns can grow 5 to 6 feet in length, and they actually have a honeycomb-like structure within them that helps regulate their body temperature. Now, those giraffes you see there, if you notice the pattern on them, it looks like someone colored outside the lines. These are called your Maasai giraffes. Now, as you can see, they're enjoying a nice meal. Giraffes spend a majority of their day browsing and grazing for food, and that's because they have about 4 stomachs to fill. And they only sleep about 30 minutes a day, and they will sleep standing up. And there goes another view of those massive horns on the Nkoli cattle. Now Nkoli cattle, also known as the Watusi cattle, from the Watusi tribe that did domesticate them. And they are the only known domesticated animal on this reserve. And there goes, you can see that giraffe is using that long neck and that long tongue to reach that treetop to grab some vegetation.
Cool. Look at the giraffes are coming.
Now, if you get to notice the tongue, it looks kind of dark. Well, it's actually a dark purple. And that shade of coloring actually help it not get sunburned. As you can see, they stick their tongue out all day, every day, grabbing for food. So I'm gonna make our way around and hopefully get a better view of that giraffe. Now, as we push forward, you may also notice these termites around us. These termites not only giraffe can be as hard as concrete. And that super tall one you're about to see coming up on the left-hand side of us, that termite mound can take about 5 years to be completed.
Oh, wow.
Now, elephants like to use the termite mounds as a means of a scratching post. Antelopes also like to stand on top of them to make sure there are no predators off into the wild that are looking for them. And it looks like straight up ahead, we're getting a nice view of one of those Maasai giraffes. And it looks like he's getting a good look at us. So giraffes, because they have such an immense height, they're actually very, very good at seeing things far away. So these giraffes probably saw us way before we even got here. And we're going to be getting a very, very close look at the giraffe. Now, we also want to remember not to provoke any of the animals to come toward the truck because it's actually very dangerous for them. So remember, we want to make sure we do not provoke any of the animals.
How beautiful.
Hello.
Pretty baby.
Oh
And
my
you can
gosh, he's
see
gorgeous.
just that immense height that the giraffe grow up to be
Wow.
as he's walking along.
So
He's making
graceful.
sure he wants to see those branches. He's like, hey, what do I want to eat? And there you go. You can see that color of the tongue.
Look at his That's so cool.
Now, coming up to the right-hand side of us, you'll see a herd of white-bearded wildebeest. And you'll also see laying down those small antelopes. Those small antelopes are called springbok. Springbok are one of the top 10 fastest animals in the world. They can reach speeds of 50 to 60 miles per hour, and they get their name springbok because they can spring up in the air 8 feet or spring forward about 12 or 13. Now, white-bearded wildebeest are also known as the nu-nu for the sounds that they give off, and their offspring can actually begin standing within 5 minutes of birth, and within 15 they can actually begin sprinting.
What is it? Same
I
thing?
don't know.
Al, and there was a close view of a white-bearded wildebeest right there to the left-hand side of us.
Wow. Oh my god. Right here. Oh jeez. Wandered away from his family. It's not far. He's doing dessert the rest of the day. He's needing a break.
Now, coming up to the left-hand side, we have another view of those Maasai giraffes.
Is this the beginning?
And it looks like they're playing a nice little game with each other.
So the Chico bond.
Now, as we mentioned before, they actually have a very good eyesight. So those giraffes right there could be seeing something that we do not see for our own selves right now. Now, it looks like we have some broken down trees up ahead of us. This is a sign that some African elephants have made their way through here. So let's push forward and see if we get lucky and spot one out and about today. So it looks like some of these animals might be hiding from us. We're gonna push forward and see if we can get a better view. Oh, the road is closed, so we're gonna have to push forward and see. Hopefully we can spot one of these African elephants out and about. Definitely want to make sure you guys spot one of them. And it looks like we have a pretty shabby bridge up ahead of us. We're gonna go poli-poli in Swahili. That means very slow, because this bridge does not look entirely too safe. We're almost there, and there we go, ladies and gentlemen. So we're gonna push forward with our adventure and hopefully see some more African savanna animals. Now if you look above you, you actually see a bridge. Well, right below this bridge, you'll see red clay pits, and you may notice some elephant tusk markings within the clay pits. It looks like we have some off to the right-hand side. See, elephants like to eat these red clay pits because they're rich in minerals and vitamins that are actually very good for them. That's a sign we have many more African elephants to see, so we're gonna push forward and keep our eyes open. And hopefully we spot some out and about.
It looks like they're all in for eating. Actually, perfect for them to be out. It's really about 60 degrees.
Yeah, it looks like we have a couple more of those baobab trees up and around here. And it looks like we might have an animal blockage up ahead. We have a couple of trucks stalling up ahead. So we're just gonna hang out here and enjoy this extra time we have on the safari. And hopefully one of these African elephants will come out and about.
What's up there? That's part of the tour. What tour did you do?
The Wild Africa Trek. And they take you
Is that
out.
where you have your lunch or something?
Yeah, well, they take you to where like the hippos are and the alligators, and they harness you up, and you walk on suspension bridges, and you get to
Oh, no thanks.
see them feed the animals and stuff. And then they bring you up there and feed you foods from Africa, from Boma. And you get to eat the food, and then usually like the white rhinos or something are at the end of the deck. You can see them up close. Really cool. It's a great tour.
My friend just said he found a hidden Mickey. It's your glasses.
Oh, man, my glasses, yeah. Thank you.
All right, everyone. So we just got that go-ahead from our warden on the radio that we are all safe and all those animals are off.
Oh, yeah. You know what you need? You need family history. I've been taking all kinds of stuff, Michelle. Oh, pretty ducks.
No
Now,
elephants.
coming up ahead of us toward the left-hand side, you'll be seeing the greater flamingo. Now, despite their name being the greater flamingo, they are actually the lesser pink of the flamingo family.
Look, no elephants today.
Now, looks like the majority of them are out and about, and some of them are down for a nice nap. If you're ever wondering what does make the flamingo pink, it's actually their diet and the carotene found within their diet.
Must be the salmon
And off
they
to the
eat.
right-hand side, if you see those antelopes there, those are called Patterson eland. Now, Patterson eland are the largest antelope in the world,
Oh, that's what
and the
must have
male
been on the
Patterson
road.
eland can weigh about 2,000
Get
pounds.
up there.
And there goes those beautiful flamingos. Some of them are showing off those
It
nice pink
smells, it
wings.
smells here tonight.
It looks like one of them is enjoying a nice
Elephants must
bath
be
in
in
the water.
because they're cleaning the elephant dung from the elephant enclosure. Or the elephant land, whatever it is. What are they going to do here? It's all marked off.
Now, coming up to the left-hand side of us, you see those small antelopes there? Those are called Bantabak. Now, Bantabak are closely related to the white-bearded wildebeest that we just saw earlier. And if you see those spiral horns on their head, both males and females have those spiral horns. Now, if you also see that mud pit in the middle there, and it also looks like some rubbed horn markings are on those tree trunks, that is a sign that some rhinos have been here playing around. So we're definitely going to push forward and see if we spot any more of those rhinoceros out and about. And there goes that Bantabak close view. Now coming up to the left-hand side, you can see that animal out and about. That is the world's fastest land animal, ladies and gentlemen, the cheetah. Now the cheetah is built for speed. They go from 0 to 60 in about 3 seconds. They have no retractable claws, so those claws stay out and be used as a means of cleats. And when it needs to change direction, the cheetah's tail will help assist and do that. Now, if you get a good look at the cheetah's face, you'll notice that it has black tear markings that run from the corner of its eyes down the corner of its mouth. Well, this actually helps him redirect sunlight during the day so he can see better and hunt. Now, this rock structure up ahead of us is called a kopie. And the kopie is used by various animals to overlook the area. And it looks like we have the female
the cheetah
lion
finally came out, but
occupying
no
the top
elephants.
of that kopie structure. As you can
Can't
see
believe
right
I
up there.
saw-
There goes
there
that
she
female
is.
lion, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know if you can see her.
Now, as you can see, lions
Right
are
there.
inactive 20 hours out of the day.
There you go.
So if you see that lions are taking naps, doing nothing like she is, that's pretty much what they do until about nighttime. See, it is until about nighttime where they become up and
If you've ever
active and
been
hunt
on
for
a night
food.
safari,
And it's
you
actually
hear
the
them
female lion
very
that hunts for
vocal at
food, while the male lion stays behind and watches over the pride and cubs. Now as we move forward, you may also see the king of the jungle himself too, out and about, taking a nice nap. So when I push forward, hopefully get a better view. And there goes that female lion right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, look, here she is. Look. Whoops. Let's see. You can see her better. Look at her.
And as we move forward, you'll see that male lion, you'll see that great beautiful mane of his as he's
Lion
laying
is
down.
here.
And then you'll see that female lion up on top of that rock structure. Now a lion's roar can be heard about 5 miles out. So if you're leaving the park a little bit later tonight, you may actually hear the lion's roar. Now during the day they have the same eyesight as us, but at night it gets 6 times better than ours.
I am. Your case.
Now off into the right hand side, off into the distance, you'll actually see them laying down, or one of them laying down. That is a water buck off into the distance, ladies and gentlemen. Now the water buck is known for its unusual amounts of water that it drinks for antelope. And it may be hard to see now, but their fur actually looks shiny. That's because it's the creeks of oil that actually helps them make them water repellent and noticeable to other water bugs.
Look at those eggs.
Also, if you see that nest of ostrich eggs right there, they can weigh about 3 pounds each. And they are so sturdy, it is said that a human can stand on them and they will not break at all.
Wow. Not this human.
Not this one either. You want to test that theory?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so it does look like unfortunately we're coming to the end of our safari adventure. So I do want to leave you with a nice powerful message today. We do share the planet with all these beautiful animals, so it's up to us to protect and save them all. It's always the little things that matter: reduce, reuse, and recycle. And if you ever want to contribute to the Disney Conservation Fund, they're established about 100.
Whenever you want. Yeah, right? I can wander around this park all day.
Yep. And we'll be back. We'll be back another day
I've never
too.
seen an elephant, but I've seen more of other animals.
Me too. I've never gone on that.
What is this?
But is it
Okay. No worries.
Hey, Kyle. No, you're going we're gonna walk to the tree. And then I think so you can see it.
Yeah.
Walk it. Do we wear special glasses? So it is an
Oh,
experience.
good. Our breakfast dining room.
Oh, we went to breakfast. Do you want to do a speed walk?
I'll keep you guys on until we get into Pandora, then I'm gonna turn it off and charge while we go on the ride. Excuse me? Oops, excuse me? So?
Yeah, when I first started, I started 4th of July weekend.
Nope. All set.
As it is. Oh yeah, this is an adult player. No, I know. I didn't know. I have no idea. Yeah. She's like picked up at a 19 or 16 year old. She's like, I guess she does on Instagram. She finds these people and like put on their Because Aiden's like, never let your baby on Instagram. That's where it goes downhill. I'm like, okay, thanks, Aiden. So like,
I love the lights. You see the lamps? They're all different. Marathon weekend was 2 weekends, buddy. You missed it. Valley of Moara. This is based on the movie Avatar. It all lights up in different colors and actually when we go on the ride and you see yeah. Excuse me?
mainly we won't have time to get back.
All right. Like this music. There's a drumming thing. Hi. Thank you. When this first opened, we waited good 90 minutes for it.